Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam, and this is a Don Egolf Chinese Redbud. This is a native redbud behind me. This is actually a hybrid native redbud called Forest Pansy. I did a video on this one last year that you may want to check out. See how much more tree formed it is. Got a beautiful canopy. Flowers are coming on it now. It gets a purple heart-shaped leaf on it later. The Chinese redbud, as you can see right here, grows more shrubby. Sometimes they're multi-trunk. This one's got a single trunk, but almost immediately it split and became kind of shrubby. This particular variety was introduced by the National Arboretum and named after a plant breeder there named Don Egolf. Chinese redbuds are extremely hardy. They don't get many of the issues that some of our native ones do. Like I say, it grows more like a shrub than a tree. They require a little bit more sun than our native redbuds. This one I have in too much sun. It gets pretty crispy in the afternoons. Most of the native redbuds you see, you always see them right along the edge of the woods. Those in dogwoods, they just like that half a day sun, half a day shade thing that you can get right on the edge of the woods. Never in the deep woods will you see them, and never out in open space growing on their own. These definitely, like I say, take more sun. The area I'm putting it in over here will get pretty much blasted until about 2 o'clock, and then it's going to go into the shade. I'm trying to create a screen back here where I cut some trees down and you can see this house back here. So I'm putting some things in that will just make a natural screen. It's blooming now, you can see it. One of the unique things about redbuds is they bloom along even the oldest wood all the way down to the bottom of the tree. Even this really old redbud right here has flowers right here on this old gnarly wood all the way at the bottom. It's really quite amazing. You know, most trees are going to bloom on the newest growth or the end of last year's growth, that kind of thing. So that's really unique. It allows you to do some pruning on these and still get flowers every year too. You can be aggressive pruning a redbud from the top and still get flowers because it blooms on that old growth. These are not quite as cold hardy as the native redbuds. These will grow in 6 to 9. The native ones you'll see up into zone 5. Really beautiful foliage when it comes out. It'll have that reddish hue to it that most all redbuds have, and then it'll green up over time, and it's a big, beautiful heart-shaped leaf. This one's probably going to get somewhere into 10 to 15 foot range over time. If I decide at some point to cut 3 feet out of the top of it, I can do that and control the growth some. Where I'm putting it, I'm just naturalizing it along the edge of the woods over there, and I won't need to do any pruning on it. Doesn't particularly like clay soil all that much. The native redbuds tolerate it with no problem, but I've killed one of these putting it in a poorly drained space. So when I plant it, I'm going to mound it up some because I know that's all clay along the edge over there. I'm mixing in some pine bark soil conditioner. One other consideration about where I'm planting these, there's still some small trees in here, and so it's going to have a lot of root competition. So I'm going to water it in well today. I've left it mounded up some to kind of prevent the clay and that from flooding underneath it and killing it that way. So mounding it up is probably going to make it dry out a little quicker, plus the root competition. I'm going to end up having to keep a close eye on this. I'm planting a series of plants across this area to help me out. I've got quite a few things planned for it. After I'm done with it, I'm going to run some drip irrigation through here, just knowing that this is an area along this tree line here that's definitely going to need some ongoing watering. I'll fertilize it once with a slow release fertilizer right now. I'm going to use some plant tone on it. If you have more alkaline soils, these do like acid soil, so you could use holly tone or some sort of soil acidifier to create better conditions for it. Super, super easy plant, unbelievably showy, all the way from the bottom of the plant all the way to the top, and then beautiful foliage all summer long on a super industrial plant. Thank you very much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for future videos.